Apologies if you're watching the video later, I've just done a warm-up and forgot to record. Okay, let's take our feet into parallel, but nice hip distance apart. Keep that core tight. And again, we're just going to hold that little squat. We're going to hold for about a minute, and I nearly said a second or two before we push through our heels. Bum to wall, and then back up. Nice and as low as feels comfortable, guys. Trying to get that bum almost to the back of the knees. And bum to wall. I'm going to start calling this the Lorraine. I always think of Lorraine. I went to see Hamnet on Saturday night with Mason Jude. If you've been to see it, I really loved it, but it's very divided. I think if you've read the Maggie O'Farrell book and I haven't, I think those people are disappointed. I think it's very different. But anyway, the acting Jessie Buckley was amazing, as was the little Hamnet and Paul Mescal. Very good. 8, 7, take some tissues there. 6, 5, 4 more, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, well done. And then just let's do 4 pelvic circles for 3, for 2, for 1, for the other way, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Let's warm up the hips in every direction, guys. So we haven't done this for a while. You probably should need to hold on, but grab something just in case. So we're going to do, draw the tummy in, kind of feel like your shoulder blades are down, but you've got that length through the crown of the head. Take 1 foot forward, a nice pointed foot, and then take it to the side, take it to the back, side, forward. Remember we used to do this? Back. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and when you get it to the front, we're just going to keep that leg straight. We're just going to lift it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. And then we're just going to bring it to here, bend the knee. Again, keep nice and upright, lift. Don't lift too high so the hips start to kind of wonk, you know, like dropping one hip. 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then take that leg to the back, but step your weight forwards and soften that front knee and tuck the tailbone. And then lift for 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I've just had a 1 to 1. I can feel my bottom. Bring it over. Soften the front knee. Nice and tall. Reach up like a big almost yawn. And then push out. Beautiful. Back to centre. Bring your hips back, chin to chest. Slowly, slowly folding down towards the floor. Allowing your head to hang. Take some lovely deep, deep breaths. As deep as you can. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. 2 more. Last one. And gently, gently back up. Fabulous. Well done. Let's come to that other side. So again, nice and tall, keeping them hips moving in each direction, guys. So forward with a nice point. To the side, back. I can feel my second, I don't know if it's my middle toe, but one of my toes is cramping. Oh, keep going. I think it's because I went out with the dog. And 3, 2, and 1, and then lift for 12, lift for 12. I'm going to have to massage it, sorry, keep going. I haven't had that for a while. 3, 2, 1, and then bring it into bent knee again, nice and tall, grow an inch, lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that leg to the back, take your weight forward, lift for 12, for 11, keep that core engaged, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Bring it round and again reach up nice and tall. Take a nice breath in and out. 2 deep breaths. Back to centre, bring your hips back, chin to chest, gently float down, allowing the head to hang. Take a lovely in-breath and out. In and out. Last one, breath in. And gently, gently restack the spine back up. Beautiful. Okay, lovelies. Let's go into, cost of time. We'll do our weights and our legs together. So grab both of your weights. Yeah, let's start into our rotator cuff ones. So heels together, draw the tummy in, bring the weights like this, and then 12, so we're going to always have just that little pause, 11, nice and slow, 10, keep that rib cage closed, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, 1, and we'll keep with our rotator cuff muscles, guys, one at a time. I've got a little itch, give me a sec, and because I've had a hat on, and then shoulders down, make sure your shoulders down, make sure your ribs are engaged, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 more, 5, 4, I'm using the heavier weight than I normally do, 3, 2, 1, well done, beautiful, and then just place one down by your foot and just do one at a time. So again, nice back leg, really, really nice and long, guys, shoulders down, nice and slow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Gorgeous. Let's go to that other side. So again, shoulders down, weight slightly forward. 12, 1. Beautiful. Come back into that balance work again. So again, if you don't want to take it overhead, you can just do a bicep again. Or if you want to take it overhead, you can for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep drawing that tummy in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Switch sides. And then 10. Oh, we had a nightmare with Coco the other day, Serene. I know you're asking about it, darling. We took her in to get her teeth taken out. First of all, yeah, they're horrible and infected. And her ECG went mental, so they couldn't do it. They scaled and polished them. But her breath doesn't smell anymore, so they wanted to go back in next week, but I'm not sure I wanted to. 2, 1, yeah. 2026 has been a rubbish start. Let's keep our shoulders down. And lift. Gotta keep smiling. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice and slow. Keeping that breath good. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Well done. Switch again. Shoulders down, length with the crown of the head. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. We'll just do these last ones, guys. So arms up, keep your shoulders down, length with the crown of the head as we go. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently down. Well done, beautiful. Let's place that down. Take a little drink of water if you've got one, guys. I've got a matcha tea, but I can't taste anything, can't I? And then just take one foot in front of the other. Let's bring it into that big deltoid stretch, just so the muscles don't get kind of trapped, guys. And then gently up, push down. Then hand on the top of the head, behind the back, pull the scapulas together. So really pull that shoulder back, guys. Take it into that neck stretch. And back to centre. Gorgeous. Last one, and then we'll get down on the floor. Pull it across. I think everyone's all right on knees. We're going to do a little bit of bird dog today, guys, just to strengthen into kind of that pelvic stability and glutes. Oh, Isabel, my friend Isabel, you know, she's just going through breast cancer at the minute. She came to class last night, so that was good. And then just hold. She's having these injections though every 2 weeks, I think, to shut down her ovaries. Hi Isabel, if you're watching, babe. So she says she keeps getting these really bad hot flushes. I just think she looks radiant and lovely all the time, but anyway. And then hold, and then just pull and really stretch out. through the chest. And then back. Sorry guys, did we do that one? I can't remember, but anyway. Okay, let's come to the edge of our mat and we're just going to walk it out. We're going to try and hold plank for about 30 seconds. Please feel free not to do it if you don't want to. You can just go into a child's pose while we're doing plank. So chin towards the chest, hips backwards, weight forwards. Again, if anyone's watching, so Isabel, if you are watching this one, babe, just because of radiotherapy and it's early days with a bit of cording, don't go into a plank on your wrist. If you want to try it for core, go into a forearm one. So we're just going to push the mat away, draw the belly in, keep the core engaged. Remember, you can always come down on forearms if your wrists don't like it, but if it's okay, then it is good to load the bones. So again, keep the core engaged, heels towards the floor, lifting up through that breastbone, pushing that mat away, holding. Forgot to count, so we'll do 10. And then just take the hips up nice and high. I generally come on my knuckles when I do this. Not always, but it can feel nice not to just be on the wrist too long. And then take the right heel towards the ground, hold that stretch. And the left. And the right. And the left. And one more each side, right. Left. And then just come and give yourself a really lovely child's pose. So we're going to do bird dog where we're on our wrist, but not now. We're going to do that at the end, just to give your wrist a bit of a break. Just take a nice breath in. And out. In. And out. Walk both hands to one side. Take the hand that's following over the bottom hand to get that lateral stretch. This is where muscles often get really kind of tight around the lats. And back the other way. And beautiful. Let's just do 3 counter cats, and then we'll come straight over onto our back. So take an in-breath. Round we'll come. And again, as much kind of movement as you can. Last one. And gorgeous. Okay, let's come straight onto our backs, guys. So we're going to do, let's work on the mat, just for a change. We'll just keep working on the mat, I think, today. So we're going to just open up the chest. Yes, I want you to really feel like your pectoral muscles are nice and lengthened. For some people, if your shoulders turn in, you might want to turn your palms upwards. And we're just going to do 4 bridges, and then we're going to do a bit more core work today. So walk the feet a little bit closer to your bottom. Take a nice in-breath through the nose. And then gently roll the lower back into the mat. And start lifting your bum, lifting your lower back, your mid-back, sending the shins and the knees forward. Try and really execute with purpose, guys. At the top, take a breath in and slowly lower. Visualizing that spine bone by bone. Let's go again, breath in. Gently fold that lower back into the mat, forcing the feet very deeply into the mat to activate the pelvic floor, coming up into bridge. Hold it. Slowly lower. And again. And lower. We're just going to do something slightly different on the next one. So we're going to come up into bridge and just see if you can lift your arms up to ceiling. Shoulder blades on the mat, draw the tummy in, tuck the tailbone, take the right heel away, lower it back down. The left. So I've just had a one-to-one with these two lovely best friends they are. And she were really feeling bridge in her tummy. Oh, it's interesting. But this one you just might a little bit more just because you're really having to balance through the core. 4. And the other girl felt it much more through her lower leg. 2 more. 2. 1. Take the feet, the hands down, take a breath in. Slowly lower. And gorgeous. Just hug those knees into chest. Have a lovely, really enjoy this. It's so nice. Just roll around. Roll back. And gorgeous. Okie dokie. So, new year guys, let's really focus on them perfect kind of postural positions. So in bridge our feet are about there, we're just going to walk our feet a little bit further away. So you automatically feel that you're in neutral, but always check, just give yourself them pelvic imprint releases. And then once you find your neutral spine, we're going to do little slightly different actions with our arms and our legs. So we're going to draw the navel in away from that imaginary hot t-shirt. We're going to bring our right leg up and our left leg up. And we're just going to take our right hand up towards the ceiling. Try and keep in neutral spine. Try and have that tiny gap underneath the lumbar. Don't move the pelvis. We take the right hand back, the right leg forward, the left leg just stays still. And then back to centre, nice and slow. And making sure your breath is even. Making sure when you take your arm backwards that you don't allow the ribs to come up and away. 3. 5 more. Well done. Back to centre, chin to chest. The other, in fact, just give yourself a little hug in. Again, find neutral. Again, remember if the back kicks in, you can go slightly between neutral and imprint. Take the right hand down, now do the other side. Keep drawing that navel into the spine. Little chin to chest. Eyes either up to the ceiling or slightly in front. Or a little towel underneath your head if you need to support the neck. 8 more. Just notice if you've got as much control on each side. I slightly haven't got quite as much control on my left. I have to really draw my tummy in to stop my pubic bone moving forward. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Again, hug the knees into chest, have a little roll around. Oh, I always think about you, Jax, when we do single leg. Remember when you first had your DF and you were like single leg, just L5, everyone's come. So just keep them legs nice and wide and then just gently just roll in and out. Just to, single leg stretch can just tighten up the hip flexors a little bit. So nice to just release them. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we'll keep with core. So lengthen the legs again, like we talked about last week. If you don't like straight legs, by all means bend them. It doesn't really matter, if I'm honest, it's personal choice. And then again, make sure you're not arching through, make sure you're not forcing the lower back in. Nice neutral spine. Imagine a tray of drinks, rib cage flat, in and together, interlink your fingers. And this time we're going to take our chin to chest, we're going to draw our tongue in, and we're just going to lift, and then we're going to roll onto one shoulder blade, back to centre, roll onto the other, without moving the elbows, and then back down. Not quite down. Lift, roll, back to centre, roll. So you're getting a little bit of oblique work. Lower down. Just do 6 more. The elbow's going to go in ever so slight, but try and keep them as wide as you can. It's more of a twist. And down. 5 more. If you think about rolling off of one shoulder blade onto the other, that will work better. And again. Quite hard these. 3, 2, 1. And then just 6 singles, 6 without twisting. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Oh. And then take one leg in tabletop opposite, just bring it over, turning your head the other way, take a lovely in-breath. And out. In. And out. Last one. And back to centre position, switch sides. Oh, I've got Jez for a massage next, Kirsty, at 1:45, blessed. See if he falls asleep. He normally falls asleep. And then back to centre position. Whoa! Let me just move my camera a little bit. I don't know if you can see me, guys. I feel like I've been shot. I don't know. Can you still see or not? Oh, I'm still... I rung a guy to get some... I'm going to move it back, sorry. I met a guy... I rung a guy, sorry, to see if I could get some blinds, and he didn't answer yesterday. I'm going to get some blinds there so we won't have this problem. Hopefully you can see me, guys. I want you to come over onto your front. Okie doke. So whenever you're doing 4-point kneeling work, really important that you get a bit of protection for the patella. So in case you can't see me very well, guys, I'm going to really make sure I instruct on this. So place your kneecaps on the padded surface and then come into that 4-point kneeling position. Spread your fingers. So obviously that's cow pose, that's cat pose. We don't want either of them. Imagine that your back is just a table. And we're going to push the mat away and we're going to take one leg back and the other hand forward and lift up. And then gently back to centre position. So I should probably say here, for anyone that's going through radiotherapy at the minute and is at risk of lymphedema, then 4-point kneeling isn't always great. It's great for osteoporosis, so if you struggle with that position being on wrist, you can do exactly the same like this. Push the pubic bone down, draw the belly in, and just lift opposite arm and leg without taking the hips away. Yeah, I'm going to come back to this one, guys. And then again, lift, and then back in. And switch. Back in. One more. But a great exercise for getting that pelvic stability. And then back to centre position. And from this position, just push yourself up into a downward dog. Let's take 4 drops. 3, 2, 1. And then back down again. Just take a little child's pose, and then we're just going to come and do some side leg. Beautiful. So let's come onto our side. So let's bend our bottom knee, guys, because I want you to really just work on keeping that pelvis super still. Lengthen that top leg, lengthen that bottom hand, lift to about here, point the foot, take the leg forward, lift it up, bring it across the top and down. Forward, lift, like that rectangle shape. 5, 4, 3. These two new girls are like, oh, these are hard. 2, 1. And then take the leg slightly back of the midline, only not enough to arch the back, obviously. Draw that navel in, keep it in. Let's circle for 6. Let's circle for 5, circle for 4, 3, 2, 1, circle back, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then just bring it heel into bottom. And we'll just exhaust it, just a little bit more. Take it straight again, bring it back up the midline, just drop and lift for 12, for 11, for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. And then come onto your back. Let's do piriformis stretch. I haven't done that for a while. Bring the leg you've been lifting into tabletop. Push that inwards with that right, so same hand, pushing kind of like that diagonal, and lift up and pull. So pull and push. Whoa, I forgot how deep that gets. And then bend the underneath leg, take that foot on it into just normal glute, figure 4 stretch. And then grab the back of the leg, flex, point, flex, point, flex and hold. And then take it in and out, in, out, in, out. And then just use the same hand to just take that leg away. Soften the knee to bring it back to centre, and then use the other hand just to bring it across as you turn your head the other way. So a little bit like what we do with the band. And then back to centre. Just take that foot into the inner thigh of the other leg just to open up that hip a little bit. And get to the other side, guys, however you want. If you want to practice a roll up, then please feel free. Obviously, if you're rolling up, take your arms back, take a breath in. Chin towards the chest, ribs towards the hips, and then gently up. Reach forward, restack, and then back to the other side. This is when, if Isabel's watching this, later on she'll be like cursing me because she hates roll-ups. She said, I've just mastered it before I became sick. Okay, send that bottom knee down, guys, bend it, lift up this bottom waist, keep that gap, either hand on the hip, on the floor, or you can take it overhead. We're going to lift to here, we're going to point, we're going to lift, we're going to bring it across into that rectangle for 2, 3, 4, 3. It's a beautiful day. It's pretty cold if you've not been out, but it's lovely. And last one. And then hold it, circle, circle, nice control. 2, 3, just check in with that top hip, guys, make sure it's not rolled backwards, it should be facing forward. Circle back, circle forward or the other direction. 3, 2, 1, lovely, just pull in. And then straighten the leg, bring it back of the midline, last 12, drop and lift, keep that waist lifted, 2, yeah, so isn't it amazing when something, it's really been hard with my mum, but honestly, like family have a pull together. So my sister-in-law's just rung me and said, I'll go down at 2, Joe, then you can just go down at tea. So it's made my day a little bit easier, guys. And then hold. My mum's funny though with food. She's like, yeah, we're all right, we're a bit salty. And then, oh, there's a bit too much tomato in it. So I get dead excited when I make her something. She goes, yeah, lovely. I'm like, oh. And then just over. And then back to centre. And then push, push and pull. So pull and push. Oh. And back to centre position, and then just side to side, side to side. And fabulous. And then come over onto your front, and again just bring some and thank you all for being flexible, guys. My clients have been amazing, just like happy to switch appointments and stuff. So, but you know, I'll always do this class, I love it. And then push heels down, guys, hold that stretch, feel that deep stretch in the back of the calves. And then gently back and softly up. Hey, thank you much.